You guys get a lot of notifications on your phone. Okay, I thought we started. We didn't. We were recording. So we were just talking about notifications on our phone.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how you guys sometimes mute chats.
Yeah.
And I was like, I used to do that, but I get so many notifications on my phone now that I just mute my phone, or I've just learned to not look at my phone.
Yeah, I mute the LaCroix chat like every day.
I like that it became the LaCroix chat.
Yeah, you renamed
it was RPG Buddies for years.
Now
like
it's LaCroix
legit
Buddies.
years. Now I changed it one day to LaCroix Buddies because we were talking about LaCroix and
some of us don't even like LaCroix.
No, and nobody's put it back. So I guess it's LaCroix Buddies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colton's blowing up the LaCroix chat right now.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it just gets a little blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But that's also
there's also like 15 people on it.
Yeah,
so.
and if you ever wonder why, like sometimes also like like a little thumbs up to a message on accident, it's because I tried to hit mute and my finger slipped, and I was like that. So who knows? I hope whatever it is wasn't an insensitive thing. Sorry guys, my grandpa passed. I'm like,
shit.
Why were you going to mute it if it said my grandpa passed?
Well, a lot of it's like you take
guys, my grandpa passed. Fucking mute.
I
God, shut up.
I get like 6 messages. So someone's like, my grandpa passed. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I get like 7 messages. I'm like, mute.
Just put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
No, because I don't have. Yeah, I don't have the same issue. I have one chat that's sometimes bothersome.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Got it.
Yeah, you get like way more notifications.
That chat
Yeah.
is
No one's blowing up my
is
phone.
great and also annoying. It's the only way I can contact everyone, and but it's also frustrating because people mute the chats. So I have to like at everyone like 40 times if I want to schedule something.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I have to DM everybody individually. But then sometimes I send the wrong information, and then 2 people think 2 different things, and I'm just like, but I understand why you mute the chat. So I'm not saying it's bad that you mute it.
Well, the fact that you solves my problem.
Yeah.
Because I'll answer.
Oh, does that go through the mute?
Yes.
Oh,
Because you can mute and set settings to accept mentions or ads.
got it.
So if you that will still go through.
Got it. We should just use Discord. Fucking
No,
hate
I can't mute
Messenger.
Discord.
I have all Discord notifications turned off. So that.
Oh,
would be-
yeah.
That one I have 0. So I'm also down with that because I hate Messenger, but
Yeah.
I would have to figure out how the fuck my notifications work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't like SMS either. Because SMS is fine.
No,
I do
it's
that
shite.
with my family.
Yeah.
Like we mostly use like SMS, but like there's stuff on it. There's things on Messenger that I like that you can do that you can't do on the iPhone messaging
Yeah,
app, which
yeah.
is like it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But there are cool things that you can do on the messaging app that you can't do. Anyways, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Discord would be better, I think.
Discord, it'd be cool because we could have like little channels for different things, and we could have. The only thing is like if we wanted to make a channel that like, no, it wouldn't be weird. No, it would. That was the reason why I didn't do it, was because if we wanted to make a chat or a channel that didn't have somebody in it, which we do sometimes. Like we make like a little chat with like 4 people and we don't want the other 4 people in it because we just want to talk to these 4 people. Then if any of those other 4 people are admins, they will know if those 4 people made a chat. And we'll be able to see it. So like, and then you would just have to do a group Discord message, but then we're back in the same place all over again.
You might as well just do a...
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, I hate all of it, but it's the only thing that works, so fuck it. I guess we'll just keep using it. I was also complaining about Taco Bell because you said something about Taco Bell, and you told me that I could have ate your burrito last night that you got, and I didn't want it because it was gross, and I just want my loaded potato griller back, and they took that away from me, and I'll never forgive them. And I tried to order one last night. I was like, I'm gonna game the system. I'm gonna get a burrito, and I'm gonna get it with nothing in it except cheese, sour cream, and potatoes. Those motherfuckers didn't put any potatoes in it. It was just a cheesy roll up with sour cream. Bastards.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
That happened to me the other day, though. I ordered, if you order a beefy 5-layer and you just take the beef and place it with potatoes and take the beans out, it's basically the same thing. But there was like 1 potato in it, and I was like,
They put 1 potato.
like 1 potato at the bottom.
on.
And I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
rude.
Yeah.
One tiny potato.
It was
Give me
Get
at
a
least
little
2.
nibble of potato.
It was pretty late, so I wonder if like they don't make more potatoes at a
Oh,
certain
so,
time
like,
of day. They're
I
like,
got 1.
You got 1 potato.
Got 1
You order
from
2
some
burritos,
bits.
you're getting 1 potato
Yeah,
each.
sorry.
Or
I forgot to do the Twitter. Wait, hang on. Wait, that didn't work. Okay, wait, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Hey guys, I forgot to tweet. Can ask questions. Use the hashtag.
Very good. Said, is that gonna be your new thing? You just wait
live,
till
a little
we're,
video.
Live tweet is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
thing? You can live tweet? I don't really know how Twitter works.
I think you can go live on Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna say something. I totally fucking forgot.
Okay, now we just wait.
All right.
Oh,
just
okay. Yeah, easy.
So what have you guys been doing?
Not a whole lot. Just been hanging out.
Yeah, I did some dishes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ditto.
that's cool.
Oh, I actually remember what I was going to say. I feel very confident in my ability to be a DM and improvise.
Mm-hmm.
But you throw me in like an improvisational situation, like an improv troupe, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Explain that. I don't know.
Wait. Sorry.
If I had to be like an improv class or do like improv things or like the questions improv,
Yeah.
no fucking clue.
You don't know?
But I could be in the hot seat with the DM thing, no planning. I could handle it.
Oh, okay.
Is
But
it
if
no,
you ask
like,
me to yes and in real life, I'm
I've
like,
seen
no.
is it because
I've
it's
seen you
like
do improv
there's like a
pretty good.
theme to D&D? Like
there could be. Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be a theme.
I
think-
mean, that's kind of what improv is you don't know what you're about to do, so you just kind of come up with something.
Yeah,
People who
but-
are good at improv just consistently have funny things
Yeah.
that they know work, and that's it. But like, there are people I know who are terrible at improv, and there are people who are pretty good and get it, and you're one of the people that get it. So
Well, I appreciate that because at the time I feel like I'm floundering. So, but I had that thought today. Little thought I had.
with how quickly you've added on to a joke that I've created in the past, that's just how you tell. You just be like, oh, you're okay.
See, it could be that, or you said a joke before, and then I thought of it like a minute later, and I was like, I can't use it now, so I'll save it for when you say that thing
That's the same
again.
shit. That's the same. You're just
Oh,
playing.
no,
That's just playing improv.
I'm just
you're just
storing
being
away.
good at it. Is what you're doing. I don't do that shit. I'm just like pinworms. I don't
right,
know what to come up with.
Pinworms is an Arcane Lounge classic. All right, I won't stand for fucking pinworm
I
slander
thought,
on
dude.
this channel.
Okay, you know how all of us had our stomachs were hurting like a week ago. Yours was worse.
Yeah.
But like
Oh
all
my
of us.
God.
All of us had our stomachs hurt. I thought we had
I
pinworms. I
had-
was like, do you know how fucking funny it would be?
I
if we
had
all...
minus pissing in the bed twice, but I woke up and almost pissed myself. I had
Yeah.
to pee so bad. You know what? Hang on.
Dude, I know. I looked it up already. I looked up tapeworms. I looked up pinworms. I thought we had them, and I was like, do you know how gigantic of a meme that
I'm
would
really
be if
go
we
back to
did?
pinworms.
The pinworms
Oh,
came back.
I've got the first symptom, of course.
Yeah.
Itching of the anal or vaginal area.
Yeah, they hang out in your butt.
I only saw vaginal at first. I was like, oh, I don't have the symptom. Unfortunately, I don't got that. I dodged a bullet there. Mm-hmm. I have to go to my doctor. I think I have pinworms.
You're like, and they're like,
they're like, does your vagina itch? And you're like,
no,
no.
but I do piss the bed twice.
Ah,
oh,
Pinworms.
you got them pinworms.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
it's one or the
Yeah.
other, unfortunately.
Yeah. You can't. There's no other problem.
No, we don't have pinworms.
No, we don't have pinworms.
What are the symptoms of tapeworms?
Everything that we had, except also we'd be hungry all the time, and that was like the only symptom we didn't have.
Yeah, no.
So I think I don't know. We probably just ate something bad.
Yeah, it kind of stopped like a few days ago. I don't really feel.
I don't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm good. We
Oh,
were
yeah.
having this weird thing for like a week where like our like at the same time every night, her and I would have like gut pain like at like 9 p.m. Like at 9 or 10 p.m. would just be like "Ah," and like we couldn't eat and it was
Yeah.
awful. And then no, we could still eat. It was just hurt. It just
Yeah.
felt like we just had like bubble guts or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, but we consistently every night. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening? What's
Yeah.
going on? And there was a night where I was like on TikTok and somebody had a tapeworm and I was like,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
looked up all
no.
the symptoms and I was like, okay, we don't.
Yeah.
There were too many symptoms we didn't have.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you guys
And also
remember
they
that-
don't hurt anymore.
Do
So
you guys remember that show Monsters Inside Me? It was on.
no.
I
What
think it was
the
on TLC, and it
Oh,
was about
God.
like people who had like tapeworms and shit. And yeah, I was scared of
How
tapeworms.
could they make a season of that?
That sounds like a.
It wasn't
fanfic
always
I don't
tapeworms.
want to read.
It was
What
just
else would
like
it be?
random, like flesh-eating bacteria, stuff like that.
Oh, it always had to be like
yeah,
that. Okay,
it's just
that
like
makes sense.
something bad that
That's
they
all of
went
us
to
seeing the
another
new
country and
Lazarus
came
art.
back, and now
Yeah,
they're gonna
see,
die.
I've never not wanted to travel more than someone going, yeah, we had to get like 7 shots to go to Africa.
Yeah.
Or we just don't want malaria, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want that.
No, I
either.
don't want that either. Yeah, but
Oh.
tapeworms were a very big thing on that show. I was terrified of them for a long time.
Gross.
Yeah.
I don't like that it's called that.
Yeah, monsters inside me.
Is tapeworms the one that makes you thin for a little bit?
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
it
I
does.
look tapeworms are like a little bit of crack.
Yeah.
I just need
Just
that
a
quick
little
diet.
tapeworm?
Yeah, I just need a little diet, just a little
Yeah.
little tapeworm helping me out.
Yeah. I just
You,
swallow one.
you didn't hear me, but
Yeah,
I
I was
said,
like, do you really need
What?
2 burritos? I'm eating for 2, all right.
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm expecting
Expecting
pinworms.
pinworms. And a tapeworm.
Yeah, and a tape. I have both worms.
I said the name of that show is All of Us after we saw the new Lazarus art. All right. So, what were we just talking about? Pinworms?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about
Malaria?
itchy vaginas.
Yeah.
I remember learning about Ebola when I watched Breaking Bad because Jesse explains it like, dude, all your guts just fall out of your ass or something
Yeah.
like that. I was like, holy shit.
I've only ever heard Trump talk about Ebola.
Yeah.
I didn't, to be honest, I don't know if it just caught me at a weird time in my life. I just didn't recognize it. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And maybe COVID's awakened my mind to diseases and how harmful they could be to a population. But Trump's like, Ebola disintegrates people. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? What? Disintegrates?
There was another video.
No more explanation. Just disintegrates people.
I saw this comedian who was talking about how, like, can we admit that, like, Trump is funny now? And then people are like, woo! And it's like, no, not like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
no, like, the whole time, like, I know people were angry at him, but now we can look back and realize that some things he did were kind of funny. Like when Hurricane Dorian was going on and he was like, want me to nuke it?
Yeah. He goes like, I went down and I helped them. I Kobe'd paper towels to the people that were having a hard time. And you're like,
Colton always
Stop.
brings up that fucking windmill thing where, like, he talks about the
Yeah.
dead birds, and it makes him cry laughing every fucking
510
time he reads
billion
it.
dead birds.
Yeah. If you want to make Colton laugh really hard, you have to whip out the windmill Trump speech because it makes him laugh.
I, like most people, have a lot of very real problems with Trump.
Yeah, oh yeah,
But I don't think any of those problems are that motherfucker's not a funny, funny person to laugh at.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
he
yeah.
is funny.
No.
He is universally so easy to laugh at and ridicule.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
What an
Yeah,
idiot.
It's very yeah.
But I'll say fucking Ebola disintegrates people all day long. That's funny.
that fucking
Disintegrate, stop.
that
Period.
one was like my mom asking me who I hang out with. The looters,
Yeah.
the anarchists.
There's not a
my God.
more well-documented person on this earth. In those 4 years, every day,
Yeah.
it was him saying some dumb shit.
Something dumb.
Fucking
And
Jack.
every person going, did you see what he tweeted?
Yeah. What did Jack say?
Jack's being mean to me. Jack watched the podcast, so I'm not even gonna respond to him on Twitter. He put under the video, "Do you want to borrow my chapstick?" Okay, I sneezed earlier today and it split open my lip. Okay, I'm
God,
sorry.
he really covered for you.
My fucking I don't know how to properly take care of my lips. I don't know what's going on.
I have to
Every
make him
time
put
it's the
Aquaphor on his
summertime,
lips.
I hate it. I fucking hate it so much. I bite my lips all the time. They bleed constantly. It's
Yeah.
only in the summertime. As soon as it gets to like, once it's cold,
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter anymore. It's probably because I'm not drinking enough water. That's probably all it is. But it's so goddamn annoying because I don't think about it until I see myself and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, Lacey has an issue too where she'll like hyperfixate on something and then she'll chew on her lips real bad. So she has to be. That was like one of the first things she had to break was being mindful of that. And then she has chapstick all the time whenever she's trying to do something because I think that's like her replacement of like biting her lip. She's always, if I'm gonna bite it, I'm gonna put chapstick on and then I'll put it down.
Oh man.
But sometimes
She has far more determination than I do.
I should just-
I think she has. Well, I love her to death, but she has a lot of time. She goes to school full time and then she sits in her room. So I think she's just cocooning herself.
Yeah,
and
for
she's
sure.
definitely going through some kind of metamorphosis. But it is one they have to leave alone on a branch until it's ready.
Of course.
I should just start putting it on once you fall asleep.
I hate the way
That
it
is the
feels.
weirdest shit.
I will wake
He
up and be
won't
like,
put
why
it
are my
on.
lips wet?
that is scarily sweet.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
a little Q-tip. Just
You sleep?
a little Aquaphor.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
I was gonna say you can't. You are just so tired all the time now
That's
that
true.
you just fucking go to bed. But you could when you wake up to feed the baby.
Oh, that'll be the strap.
That's a
If
strap.
it's
You just do
if,
it.
if you're staying up with the baby one night and you get up, you could just be like, I wouldn't feel it.
Yeah, it's a little,
I'm a heavy sleeper.
You are.
I just hate the way chapstick feels on my lips. The only time I'll do it is if my bare lips are so painful that chapstick is better. That's the only time I'll put it on because sometimes
it's
they
kinda
get
like
really
greasy?
irritated and it's greasy. I can always feel it, always feel it. Like it's not like a thing where like it just fades into the background. Like it's just always there. So yeah.
Is it so bad that is it kind of those things where you have to use like something that's you can't have like fun scented ones? It has to be like a heavy.
Yeah,
duty,
no, it
like
has to be
Aquaphor?
neutral. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. I don't like Aquaphor because it's too liquidy. It needs to be like thick. Like it needs to feel like I'm
that's
putting a
crazy
new
'cause-
layer of
'cause
skin.
Aquaphor is thick.
Aquaphor is
It's like the
grease.
thickest ointment.
It's like Crisco.
Yeah.
It's like it's like putting oil on your mouth. It's nasty.
I don't know.
Chapstick is thin. Yes.
I totally get that though, because for like years I did coat my entire body in Aquaphor and go to bed that way.
Yeah.
So I nothing made me feel more like being a
That's
bagel
well,
getting an oven
yeah.
than
That's
that.
the other thing with
I was getting Crisco'd up.
I can barely handle being wet and going to sleep. I have to be very dry. Like I have to be in a lot of pain for me to be like, okay, I have to put on this like I would go to bed sometimes with aloe vera on because I had a really bad sunburn.
Yeah.
The sunburn has to be like so painful that I can't sleep that the aloe vera is
See,
better.
Lisa has a similar issue too, which is like being like she doesn't like moisture on her body.
Hate
I'm
it.
exactly the reverse.
Yeah.
If I could be drenched, I get right in bed. I love being able to be like on like silk sheets and just my hair is wet. I don't care.
I like
I'm gonna get
being
in
wet.
bed because I'm cooled off. I get
Yeah.
to be. It's just my comfort.
I
space.
like being wet, and I like. I don't have a problem with having moisture. Like if I'm just hanging around or like and I get wet or something, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
What bothers me is getting the thing that I'm on wet. So getting my pillow wet, then I dry and then turn my head and now my face is wet. I'm like, I hate that
That's
shit.
the best part because then that means I'm gonna be cold all night. Yeah, I don't.
You just don't like
It's like old water that came out of my hair.
you just don't like being like oily
No, I hate it.
because you don't like sunscreen. You don't like lotion. Like your
I
skin.
have I can wear sunscreen so long as none of my clothes are touching it. If my clothes, if I'm wearing a long, oh my god, the worst feeling ever. Putting on sunscreen and then putting on a long sleeve. That's the worst. I hate that shit.
Why would you do
It
that,
is the
though?
worst shit. Why are you doing that?
Well, so you put on sunscreen, you go outside, then you come back inside, you don't take the sunscreen off, and you put on a long sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's the worst.
Or like going to the beach, you wear sunscreen all day, and then at night you get kind of cold.
It gets cold, so you put it on, but you can't wash
Okay.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
See,
hate that shit.
I sweat too much that I don't have
Sweat
that.
doesn't bother me though.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but because it's coming out of my body, I can deal with it. I don't know, if my sweat touches something, I don't have a big problem with it, which is weird.
No, I always had the problem with sunscreen would just get melted off. That's what happened when we went
Yeah.
to San Diego. That I burned my scalp really hard.
Yeah.
Like up here, it was bad. I'm glad we didn't really see each other for a couple days after because it was gross.
You were red?
It was bad.
Yeah.
I burnt my head.
That happened to me at Disneyland. The top of my head was just so hot and red.
I've never had that experience before in my life where
Yeah.
I burned just this part of my head, and I did it several times, in a row. So it was just the outer. It was like a crater. The outer part was burned but healing. The inner part was even more, and the
Yeah.
other side was just at that point it was blisters. It was just so bad.
Yeah.
dude.
We went backpacking one year, and I didn't bring sunscreen. And my shoulder, where you bring your backpack the whole time, my shoulder right here, it had blisters on it. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
She has freckles on her shoulder now.
yeah,
Yeah.
skin damage.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought
I like 'em.
I thought I was gonna have that issue because the worst part is I did all that and then went to Legoland. Mm-hmm. So me and Mia were outside for a long time, and I burned myself so hard that the blisters popped.
Yeah.
because I know I had them, and then they burst. And then in the car on their way home, we were just hanging out in the cool air. I changed skin tone. Like, it looked like I was a Dalmatian. And I was like, what is wrong with me? And the next morning I was just peeling, and I was good in like 3 days. But it was foul to look at.
Yeah.
Peeling your skin off is so satisfying, though, right?
No, it's not.
Oh my, I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, based Craig.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had a thing I was gonna say about it was about sunscreen. No, it wasn't about sunscreen. It was about, you talk about sweat, and then you were talking about your head getting blistered.
And then she
Backpacking?
said,
no, and then you talked about your head getting burnt.
At Disneyland.
That was it. Sorry, I had to go down my train of thought.
Yeah, no.
It's very unrelated. I still constantly think about the day that we got the Tesla. You came over, you drove it. I turned on the seat heater.
I turned
Then
on the
you
seat
didn't
heater.
turn it off
Yeah.
because I was just showing it off to you. We drove around for a little bit, and I was like, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh shit, the seat heater's still on, and I turned it off, and you were like, oh thank God, my spine was boiling.
yeah, it was hot.
It's the fact that you just sat there and
No, I don't think Craig knew that it was on because I turned it on because I was like, I want to be warm. And so Craig came over after.
No. I turned it on to show him. I went, look, you can
Okay.
turn on the seat heaters. And you were like, that's cool. Then we drove off. And then I was like, oh, they're still on. And you were like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
As if, I don't know if this is true, but in my head, it's really funny that you were just sitting there just like, the whole time.
Oh. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't.
Your back was just burning.
Yeah, I don't easily get overwhelmed, but if it's heat, I'm immediately flustered.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately flustered.
Easily. It has been like a process to learn. Because I have really bad memories when I was a kid of coming back home from school. But we had to go pick up all of my siblings. So, because I never took a bus. And so my mom would pick me up first because I got out the earliest and then would go and wait to get all my siblings.
Yeah.
And it's 3 o'clock, that time of day. And we didn't have very good AC in our car.
Oh.
And I have ADHD and was bored in the car because it was like 45 minutes before we'd get home because we had to wait for all of them. So I would have my laptop in the car. I'm playing Skyrim. I just have the sun here with the laptop burning like my legs, and I'm just sweating in the car. And I'm like, I fucking hate this so much, but it's all I can do. Like this is the only thing I want to do right now. So
there's a special kind of hell.
Yeah.
That is for having a car with no AC. Or very poor AC in the valley during summer.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, but to be honest, there are dry heat that I can handle. Wet, humid heat, I'd probably die.
Yeah.
But there is a special kind of hell that only certain people get.
Yeah.
That are just like, I remember driving through like fields with my Dodge Durango that had no AC.
God. There's
The
like
window's
nothing
down
around.
and I'm just trying to fucking cool myself.
It doesn't
off.
help.
No.
It's like you're
Doesn't-
hoping you sweat so that you can get that
Yeah.
little bit of air on your face.
Oh.
I in 2017 when I worked at Target, that same car, the AC gave out. I fixed it because
Yeah.
my mom gave me that car, and that's what I drove to work in every day. And I worked during the summer, and I worked in a parking lot. So like I think I just went through
One
the
year-
fucking like I came out the other end of Target going, I guess I can handle the heat a little better now because I always compare and I'm like, this is hot, but it's not as bad as a parking lot in Target after getting out of my car with no AC.
One year we drove to Disneyland in that car, and that was a
That
mistake.
was bad too.
That was a mistake.
Because there was traffic on the Grapevine and it was hot.
Yeah.
That was like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was going to like pass out.
I think after that day, I was like, if our relationship could withstand that, I think we're going to be okay.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
for
we're
sure.
gonna-
My friend Bethany, we've kind of talked about, who's just a nervous wreck. I love her to death, but she's a cat that's just constantly like on edge and her eyes all bugged out. Our first time going to Anime Expo, I took my Dodge Durango, the same one, over the Grapevine, and on that first come up, we just didn't have AC. The radiator exploded.
Oh my God.
And she was already a nervous wreck. To me.
Yeah.
So now she's like, it's like, I don't know, 10 a.m.
Oh, God.
like the day, like July 3rd,
Yeah.
on the Grapevine. My car starts to like smoke and it's water spilling everywhere. And I'm like,
Hey, don't worry, it's fine. She's like,
we fixed it, but it was like a cat trying to get in a car. She was just bouncing up. I was
Yeah.
like, we're not going to do it. I was like, nope, we're stuck here
she
now.
was on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
upside down. Yeah. Okay, I guess we could look at questions and stuff.
Okay.
I guess. I'm gonna just ignore Jack fucking destroying me over here.
He came for blood for no reason.
Yeah.
It shows violence.
Good
I
job,
love you,
Jack. Jack, now he'll probably put on chapstick. Thank you.
No,
if
I won't.
not, you will every morning.
I will.
No, I fucking won't.
7
I'm gonna
a.m.
do
with
it
the
just for
baby.
Jack.
Just a little smear.
D the Gravedigger for Craig. Who could you take in a fight?
Just in general?
Yep.
Probably my wife. My wife and Landon.
Yeah.
Two disabled people.
Landon's in a chair.
Mia, maybe?
His legs don't work.
What are you gonna?
Mia, maybe?
Maybe.
I see.
I don't know. I think you could hit me and she'd be like, "Do it again."
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
problem. Is I have to get past the threshold where she likes it.
Yeah. Me.
We have to talk about that at some point.
Okay, we have to talk about that right now. We have to give context. So, we got tattoos yesterday.
Yes.
They got these fucking dinguses got 50 caps, one load.
Yeah.
Which, if you watch our Fallout game, you'll understand.
I said I would.
Otherwise, I'm not going to explain it. I also got this. It's kind of hard to see. It's also a little bloody, but I got.
Actually, you can see it pretty well.
Can you?
Yeah. I think it's just kind of the ink is starting to drain a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Finn and Jake on a little branch. I've got some stars.
And it was a lot of fun. I had a good time, and it didn't hurt as much as I thought it was.
Yeah.
This one hurt more than that one, and it just made me want a lot more tattoos.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and we were talking, and I was like, that was only on my arm, and it hurt that much. Mia has a full like Medusa head tattoo on her.
Her
chest,
chest,
and
her
throat.
collarbones, and the
neck.
lower half of her neck.
Yeah, and I was like, and it has color.
It's
And I
also
was
her
like,
second tattoo.
and
Her second one is that.
And we were just
She
like,
has
what?
two.
I was just like, how the fuck did she get that? How did she do it all? She did in 3 sessions, but
3
like,
sessions.
was she okay? And Craig was just like, she's like a masochist. She liked it. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah, her. I always tell the story that her tattooist would be like checking in with her, like, "Hey, are you good?" And she would kind of open her eyes and go, "Yeah," and then she'd close them, and she'd go right back into a different place. And you'd be like, "Okay," because at first he was like, "I don't know if you want to do this. This is going to be on your neck. It's going to be a lot of really painful places." She's like, "Well, now I'll figure it out."
Oh my God.
And then they
dude.
did it. She was fine. The second session was fine, and I don't know if I would say she enjoyed the experience. I mean, I would
You
say
say it as like a joke.
I would
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I would say she actually enjoyed the experience, but who knows for sure? I think that can be something we can grill on her when she's here to defend herself. But no,
Mia's very elusive
hard
sometimes.
ass. Yeah,
She's like, I don't know, maybe I did.
Yeah, maybe I did, maybe I
guess
did it.
you'll never know.
Damn.
I think if you did, like, for some reason in this imaginary experience we have where you're fighting Mia, like every hit she takes, she just laughs.
yeah.
Or like, it doesn't even faze her.
Yeah.
And that would, I think it would terrify you.
It'd be like Batman and Joker when he's like, "Where's
Yeah.
Rachel?"
Don't start with the head. The victim gets all confused. Out of the window.
I don't know. I feel some people.
Some people.
Some people
You think you could
Not
take me
everybody.
if you and I to the death,
Jesus
to the
Christ.
death.
but like we won't die, like we get revived at the end.
Oh.
That's still like, who knows if that's
You have to kill me, but I won't die. I think you win. I'm shorter than you, and we're the same build. So you're just a little bit bigger version of me. I don't think I win.
To be honest, I guess this is a little bit. Yeah, I think to be honest, it'd probably like. I don't know if I could take Jack, but I feel I could take everyone else. I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I-
Jack is even Cole. I don't know if Jack how much taller Jack is than Colin. I feel confident I could probably do Colin, but
Colton?
I don't know about Jack. Jack like towers over me.
Yeah,
and
no.
that's like.
I think Colton has a deceptive amount of strength.
Yeah.
Because no, sorry, that's not true. Colton is very strong.
Yes.
He had deceptively very strong.
Yeah.
And it's also from like he works out a lot, but it's also from his dad.
Yeah.
His dad has picked up a washing machine over his shoulder.
Yeah.
So like,
At, like,
I've also
60
seen
years
Colton.
old.
Yeah.
We've moved a lot with Colton. I've seen Colton lift some crazy fucking shit. I have no doubt if Colton had full intent to kill me,
Yeah.
he could do it in maybe 1 to 2 hits. The issue is that I don't think Colton has any technique, so like he wouldn't know what to do.
Well, I don't know if any of us has technique.
No.
Victoria.
Oh, well, you see, yeah, that's the problem. I could probably take Colton, because you're right, Colton is strong, but...
Victoria would do that like
Colton
Black
and I
Widow
are
shit where
just
she
as
like
strong.
wraps around like your head and then your neck would be snapped. You'd be
Yeah.
like, how'd you know how to do that?
See, that's the thing. Colton and I are just as strong. Anytime he talks about this stuff, I'm doing the same stuff. But if you kill him, Victoria kills me for sure
Yeah.
on horseback.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not worth winning.
On horseback.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. The horses scare you?
I could take that
They
baby.
scare me.
Yeah, I could take my recovering from cancer wife
Yeah.
pretty confidently.
And her brother.
Yeah, and her brother.
You said that so fast, dude. You're just like, my wife.
Well, because my first thought was, who have I ever gotten in a fight with? And me and Lace, not one like lovingly like push each other around, but she's pretty strong. But yeah, I'd probably take Lace pretty confidently.
All right. You want me to ask some
Oh, yeah. If
questions?
you got the questions, why
I
don't
do
you
have.
whip them out.
I do.
Sorry, I'm away from the camera. Just pretend I'm patting your little butt.
Yeah.
Pretend I'm holding you.
More props art cosplay asks, any tattoo plans now that 50 caps one load is tattooed?
Yes, I have so many. Do you talk about yourself?
Huh?
Talk about you have a bunch too.
Oh, I'm probably gonna get Darth Vader. Maybe instead of Darth Vader, I might get something Clone Wars related because we're almost done with Clone Wars and I really like it. But I'm also kind of spooked to do a Clone Wars tattoo.
Why?
I feel like the Star Wars fandom is very, very bad,
Yeah.
and I don't want to attract that type of attention to
Yeah.
myself. So I'd probably get it somewhere where it'd be easily hidden.
Yeah.
I don't think you would. And if anybody wants to be mean to you, I will fucking fight them.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
I'm not
defend
going to take shit from anyone, but...
No, no, of course you wouldn't
yeah.
ever. But also, like, I'm just
yeah,
saying,
no.
have
Thank
no
you.
fear.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
Yeah, I have a ton. Always, right? Always.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it a little bit off camera that I actually really wanted to get it on my neck. And I would love to get a neck tattoo somewhere. I know I've always wanted one since my first tattoo, and now 50 caps is my 10th. So I definitely want something. I just don't know why yet, though. But I have a bunch of them.
You were going to get it on your neck. We were seeing the tattoo shop, and you left and then came back. And it was when you were on your way.
Yeah.
And she was sitting there like, if he gets it on his neck, I'm going to kill myself. And I was like, if he wants to get it on his neck, it's his choice.
Yeah, when you came in and I saw how excited you were to get it on your neck, I was like, it doesn't matter. But you were like, I got a DM tonight, and like I don't want him to shave me, and I was like,
Yeah.
You were that close.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wanted
That
it really
close.
badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should get a neck one though.
I will at some point. I just don't know what. There's a bunch of ones I want to get. I have one that goes across my left shoulder. I want to get another one that goes across my right. And then I definitely get some Ava ones. I would love to get that one of that robot eating something.
Yeah. That'd be so cool.
But I don't know. There's all tons of them. That's always how it is going to a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Everything kind of hits you, and you're like, I'll take whatever at this rate.
Yeah.
probably also gonna get the Scales of Justice somewhere because those are really cool.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I don't know. Oh no,
Man down.
Marceline.
Why'd you do that? You're about to be mad now, and you did it to yourself.
She was like, I'm an infant and have no concept of this.
No concept of consequence.
Yeah. Just gotta.
You want to suck that one?
No.
Baby has acquired food.
Baby was hungry.
Baby was hungry.
Valid.
She's gonna be munching in the background. But
Yeah.
what were we talking about? Tattoos? What tattoos we want to get? Are you
Yeah.
good? You need help?
No, I was just adjusting it so they don't hear her.
Yeah.
Got it. No worries. Okay, guys. So let's talk about that in the background just the whole
I
time.
really like the new Marvel.
We mic her just so that we can hear.
He
the
just bass boosted it. Someone's Toyota
Is that
Camry
the-
2006 is shaking. And speakers are
It's like,
destroying the. Yeah.
every time. Oh my god.
You got quite a list going on.
I have a lot I want to get.
Yeah.
I want to get a rose right here, which is her birth flower. I want to get a little skull right here. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I don't know if I want it to be on fire or to have hands coming out of it. I want I want. Oh God, I want the leaf of Lothlorien right here.
Yeah, that's kind of.
That was gonna hurt, but it's fine.
Big hurt.
I want the. I'll get 50 caps one load. I don't, but I'm still deciding. And then I want to get another skeleton. I actually really want this. The shirt I'm wearing. Sorry, audio listeners. I've got a shirt of like a skeleton on it. There's a skeleton I'm wearing on my shirt, and I actually really want this, like on my arm or something. I just think it looks really cool. I really like skeletons. I don't know. I've discovered that. There's a lot of skeleton tattoos I want. So, there's this one that I saw. It's this design of the skeleton. It's like kneeling and it's like on fire. You can't see the head. Oh, and I want to get a bunch of eyes that go down right here. Yeah. So there's a few. There's a few. But yeah.
Yeah.
Casper, they, them asks, if your characters turn into potted plants via wild magic, what plant would they turn into? What would Kazira and Lazarus turn into? They got turned into a plant. What kind of plant?
Probably a cactus. That like one of those gross Venus flytrap. No, not Venus flytrap, but like the one that's like the weeping bell.
The one that
It's just
stinks?
that gross one with
Yeah.
like the things going in and then it goes.
I was gonna say
You're
a Venus
dead.
flytrap.
I was gonna
but-
say
Yeah,
like
Venus
I was gonna
flytrap
say
also
like
works.
a dead Venus flytrap, like
That
a Venus
also
flytrap,
works.
but it's like wilted.
Yeah. I also agree with that.
It's got the stints to keep it up
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah. It just needs some help.
Kazira would probably be a rose,
Little
but
rose bush.
it would be like it wouldn't be like dead and wilted and gone, but it would be a little droopy. It'd be a little. I would want it to be like a rose that's like it's red towards the top, but it's like it looks like inky black is like coming up from the bottom. I think that'd be really cool. Damon would turn into a cactus. All right.
Yeah. With a cowboy hat.
With a
Yeah.
cowboy hat. Tim Zeller says, "What is your favorite low-level CR monster?"
I don't know.
I think we did this already.
Yeah, we did.
My new favorite
Podcast
one right
ago.
now is a crawling claws. I think they're great.
Oh,
Just
those
little
are
hands.
cool,
Yeah, they're cool.
More rats.
You like rats?
Little cranium rats. We
Yeah,
talked
cranium
we
rats
talked
are
about that
fucking
last
cool.
time, but yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Shuriken Sean asks, okay, first choose a D&D class crashing noise. No, enough of those. Here's something simple. What bionicle element do you think fits each of you the most? Oh, I think we did this already.
did do that one, too.
We did it last week, Shuriken Sean. I just didn't upload the episode. I'm sorry. Sloan with the biting the lip emoji asks, was there ever a moment in a game that made you want to stop a break, that made you want to take a break or stop playing? Ooh.
Like out of I guess in general.
Yeah, just like there was a moment in a game that made you be like, I don't know if I want to play this anymore.
Oh. I'm sorry. Can you read it again on stream?
Yeah, of course. Was there ever a moment in a game that made
in
you want to
general.
take a break or stop playing? We don't get a lot of questions like that. This one's like interesting because I get to think about it and be like, has there been a time where I felt that? Because I think I have. I just don't always remember what they are.
What are you doing?
I've had ones where we need to like time out for a second.
Oh, you have. Oh my God! In your games, sometimes somebody will. You'll present us with a situation. Yeah, for sure. You'll present us with a situation.
Yeah.
Somebody will cast a spell and do something, and you'll go, okay, hang on. And then the
Yeah.
game pauses, and you have to sit there and compute, and then go, okay, here's how we're gonna manifest
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And that shit is crazy every time.
Yeah, I've had breaks like that where Mia calls it my bathroom breaks because her brothers where we used to play. I'd go, okay, let me go to the bathroom, refill my water, give me like 10 minutes, and I'll figure out how the fuck this is going to go.
Yeah.
It's about what it is. I just need a second to do that. And then I've had like times where we had like siblings at the table.
Oh.
And like playful drama becomes like an argument. And I'm like, okay, hang on.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. Let's go get dinner or something, and we'll come back.
Yeah, I played a game one time. I don't know. I can't really think of any because there's none really on stream. I've never been playing like a stream game and been like, I don't want to fucking play this anymore.
Yeah.
I've never really felt that. I mean, maybe after a few stream games, I'm like, I realized there was like something that I was like, I don't know if I liked that, or I don't know if I was cool with this, or I didn't enjoy playing this part. And then we just communicate and then we're fine. But I was playing this home game with like these guys that I didn't know very well back when I was working and never got to play all the time. And the DM was just kind of new and was just kind of it was fine. Like I feel bad because it wasn't that nobody was like making it. I don't want to like cronk on anyone on the game. Like it wasn't like I hated what they were doing.
Sure.
It was just like the game was really slow, and we were also
Yeah.
playing Pathfinder,
It's bogged
and
down
I
a
was just
bit.
like, it took forever for us to do anything, and like in the middle of the game I was just like, why am I playing this? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to do this.
Yeah, sometimes it has to be. You have to make sure that fun's your priority.
Yeah. I think for me, it's always like if the game, it's why as a DM I'm always trying to move really, really, really fast. Is
Yeah.
because as a player, it's my own thing that I don't like. Is I hate it when a game just like slows down
Yeah.
and like everything takes forever. And it's
Yeah.
like one person does something and it takes 20 minutes, and then one person does something and it takes 20 minutes, and it's like I've sat here for 40 minutes and I haven't done a single thing. I hate this.
So that's interesting because my interpretation would be like, and let me get kind of through it because
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to make sure that I'm not saying something in a way I don't mean it. I'm surprised because my interpretation of how I would do like inventory management, weight, random encounters,
Yeah.
travel time.
Yeah.
That to me would be bogged down, but I could see that also being those are giving instances where there's action and attention happening.
So
in those moments that are slow.
yes.
So that makes sense to me. That's how it's.
I will flip it now because the way that I see it is just the way I am as a player. And as a player, if there's something that I can think about, something that I can do, I'm fine. If I need to manage my inventory, I'll sit there and manage my inventory.
Yeah.
At least I'm doing something. I don't
Yeah.
mind doing something.
Yeah.
Or like if a player's going off and doing their own thing and they're like talking to an NPC and I get to sit in and listen to
Yeah.
it, I love that shit. I want to hear what's going on in the story. But if like one person is trying to buy potions from the DM for
yeah.
30 minutes,
Yeah.
I hate it. It's just
Valid.
like, can you just sell the potions? Like, can we go?
Yeah.
Like, and I used to do that or just to also get back to it, travel time too, because I like to strategize like where we're gonna go,
Yeah.
what place, and we can all think about it together. It's like we all get to kind of make a choice. So as long as I feel like I'm making some sort of choice, it's fine. But I used to back in Sunder. There was a city that they went to, and I made. They wanted to buy things because they had money, and I just kind of hand waved it real fast.
Yeah.
They were like, "So, like, what's this shopkeeper's name?" And I'm like, "It's his name is this here," and I just gave him a list. I was like, "Whatever you want to buy, there you go. Who wants to do something else?" And I was just kind of looking past that. Everybody wanted to like role play with the
Interact,
NPCs in the city, and I didn't realize that after the game they were like, "We kind of wanted to talk to those NPCs," and I was like, "Oh." I normally think that's super boring, but if
Yeah.
you guys wanted to do that, then I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
I think that's more to my point that it's interesting to go someone who is a DM and also a player and how their own player tendencies can affect their game and
Yep.
vice versa.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. And so I try to be better about it, but I know, and so like one thing that I'm always sticking to because I know it's a kind of a thing for everybody is combat too, because combat can really drag sometimes, and I'm always trying to like keep up with it. But in turn, sometimes I can accidentally overlook rules or overlook abilities that people have. So like, there's a medium, there's a balance.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like what I like to do.
That's the key to any interaction.
Of
Is
course.
moderation.
Right. So
I will say I did have a table. And this is a table I can talk all kinds of shit on. I used to call it DM boot camp, where I'd go to con and I'd DM like strangers, and then they'd have something called epics, where they'd gather a whole room of people, like 500 people, and then have 50 DMs, and then they have a head DM,
Oh, wow.
and then go, okay, you 500 players are going to go through this massive dungeon. Your 50 DMs are going to tell you how to do these things. These tiered, like level 1 through 5, when I handle this section because that's the section that they can be dealt, and then they stack it up all the way to like the 20th level characters are on the table across the room fighting like the end boss. Well, like the level 1s are just getting access to the higher players who can go up to that spot.
Oh, wow.
Super cool.
That's really
but they
cool.
but if people don't come as friends, they come with like, oh, this is me and my wife, or me and my best friend, and you want to put at the table 6 strangers.
yeah,
And at one of my instances, I love it all.
it's like Adventures League.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's Adventures League.
Yeah.
But at con, I had 6 players was 2-2-2, and we got caught in this weird loop where people were just trying to one up each other in the table.
Oh wow, weird.
And I had to like
mechanically or like role play.
No,
anything.
I think anything, any moment,
any moment. They just wanted to be better than the other person.
Like someone's playing essentially Sun Wukong, another person was playing literally Kylo Ren and Phasma, but D&Dified, like them from another universe here.
Okay.
So like there was a lot of things that were just trying to fit together, and I think a lot of it was just very jarring at first. And I did at some point I want to say like, I think just expletives were used, and there was like frustration.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's stop. Let's really remember what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to ground everyone. I was like, no, we're all on a team. We're all here to do this something. Who gives a shit if you're a fucking monkey person that doesn't exist or he's fucking Kylo Ren? None of it means fucking anything.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. We're here to hang out. And then I was able to turn that table around pretty quick. They loved it, and they got through this thing in Yawning Portal. You know that thing with all the kobolds in like behind the arrow slits?
Yes, yeah.
It was Kylo Ren using like Mage Hand to choke them, and everyone loved it. So it was very easy to quickly boot, but sometimes you get lost in the sauce.
Hey, that's so good you did that.
And a DM just needs to go, look, let's focus. We're all here to have fun at the end.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else, it doesn't matter. And then we wound up pulling the most weight of our tier, and we all got Yawning Portal books for free.
That's awesome. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was super cool. I was like, no, sometimes you just really, it seems scary, but if you just go crack it and go, let's take a step back. What are we doing? And people go, no, you're right.
Yeah. It's, I don't want to be like, oh, it's the DM's job, but it is sort of like, it's good to come from the DM too, because that's the DM's kind of role is to sort of ground everybody in that scenario.
I just think perception wise, if a player goes, we need to stop. That's like a bigger
issue.
But the DM goes, pause.
Yeah.
Like they control the rhythm of it all.
Yes.
So it's almost not, it's more natural if the DM goes, okay, hang on. And also they come from a place of adjudicating things anyway. So it makes sense the DM would have to adjudicate those kind of player issues too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but not every table is going to be like that. I'm very lucky that all my personal tables don't have any of those issues. But sometimes they do happen. But I've never had a point where I was like, I never had a table so bad that I didn't feel like I could intervene and have fixed it.
Man, that's horrifying. Like, I hear horror stories about that people are like,
oh yeah,
I had to walk away from a table. I'm like, I've never even considered how, like, and people get like so shitty about it, and I think that is like something really terrible to go through, like the fact that you have to get up and leave.
Absolutely. I saw a TikTok the other day where someone was talking about how their friend of like 3 years got real uppity about pronouns, and then they had a huge fight, and then that guy wound up, who was in charge of the Discord, like banning them, and like the whole group was like, what's going on? Because like two people got like in a thing like, well, maybe you shouldn't make fun of someone that way, it's just kind of offensive. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm not trying to be rude. And they kind of just spiraled out of control, and it turned into this thing where he was just being very homophobic, and it spiraled completely out of control. And then like three of the other players just completely blind, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And it was just unsalvageable. And
Guys,
not people that are strangers,
Yeah.
but like they've known each other for a long time, and sometimes that shit just fucking collides, and there's nothing you can do other than, I take my pieces and I gotta figure out what else to do.
Pronouns are not hard. I learned that shit in
Respecting any person.
second grade, third grade. It's not. It shouldn't be this fucking what is it, like a political agenda. It's just hey, call me this. That's not that hard.
I don't call you Dave.
Yeah, do we not use names?
Yeah, I don't know why that's
you
a
see
problem.
that lady that was trying to convince everybody that there are no pronouns in the Bible.
Yeah,
and then people kept quoting Jesus, who says, "I am he."
Yeah.
To be honest, I saw a similar TikTok that was like, "There's no pronouns in the Constitution," and the guy goes, "Okay, we," and then he stops. You're one word in, bro. I know it's not your point, lady, but it is. Who gives a shit?
But it kind of is, though, because I know that's not their point, but that's our point. It's like there's fucking pronouns everywhere.
Shit.
It's the same shit.
It's the same shit.
It's the same shit. God.
Yeah, I don't get it. People also
people do that in the chat sometimes. Like, people will show up sometimes or put comments on like our videos because I wanted to. I'm putting pronouns. I put pronouns in all of all of the stream stuff. They should, normalize and it should be on Critical Role. I'm just saying.
Yeah, normalize it. Empowers people who can do it.
Yeah, seriously. And then if it's normalized, and it won't be weird.
Yeah, that's how you break stigmas.
Not that it is weird. But there are some people who think it's weird. And they show them, they're like, why are there pronouns on there? It's like, in case You want to know what to call them. That's why we put their names there.
I also will say every person I've seen that is a thumb of a person.
Yeah.
Bald white man that's probably 50, and I'm like, bro. Yeah. Is this the stance you're taking here in this corner of our internet? We're all most of us are very gay.
Yeah.
You're not going to convince anybody.
Yeah.
What are their pronouns in the chat? 200 gay people turn and look at this one.
Because I sleep with men. What do you want from me, homie?
All right, we gonna hit our last question here.
Yeah.
Unless Spencer, did you have a moment that you were like playing a game and you're like, ooh,
stinky?
No. But
Okay.
the first time that I was ever going to play D&D, I didn't because I was uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
That was fair.
That's also what I was going to say. Mia has a lot of horror stories about people playing AL with.
yeah.
God.
And how she just played. I don't think I could swallow that.
Yeah, no.
So it takes a real trooper. Like, I never wanted to play D&D that bad that I would go, you know what?
I'll deal with
Sometimes you
this.
just got to deal with it. And you got to do it because there's some gems in there. And I'm like, wow, you're a fucking trooper.
Damn.
Really, though, like, you respect the craft. Like, you're in it. Storm or not.
So no,
Big
but I
respect.
can see it happening.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
I also think we've cultivated we've cultivated our group.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, like, it's not at, like, a medium ground. It's
Yeah.
at your house.
I
it's
will
your
say
home.
the person that made me uncomfortable, we don't have any contact
Yeah.
with anymore.
Oh
so,
yeah. That was years ago.
Yeah.
Years
The
ago.
benefit of being in this control of it, you just go
Yep.
clip them off.
All right, I'm just kind of looking for a
Yeah.
question here, but
That one.
okay. Shocky asks, "Hey yo, how do
Hey,
you generally
yo.
go about players that want to change their character's subclass or class mid-campaign? Do you have them go through an arc or mission to train them, or do you usually make it pretty quiet, immediate thing with just a little story?"
Up to them.
I think we've done both.
Up to the player.
Yeah. I remember
In Craig's game, I was like, "Can I be a different subclass?" And he was like, "Yep." And I was like, "Sweet."
Yeah. If you want it to be some narrative importance, if it's like a shift, if you want to have, I've had clerics turn to paladins or paladins fall from grace. I've had Azamar go from protector to scourge. If you want a narrative of it, absolutely. If you don't, no.
I've had
Fuck
players
with
who
it.
are both, and players who are like, I have this idea with the story, and I want to change my subclass
Yeah.
at this level up because I feel like I'm this now. And I
Yes.
go, oh, damn, I don't care, go for
valid.
it. And then I also have players who are like Tyler, who go, what am I leveling up into every level?
That's
and they
crazy.
Insane.
That to me is nuts.
Tyler gives all of their levels in full confidence to me, and I'm like,
No.
I not only do I respect
Yep.
you for that, but like what Tyler's also doing is going, if there's ever a point in time where you want something to happen to my character that I change my class,
Yeah.
go for it, which is really fun,
Yeah.
you know. And so sometimes I'm like, all right, Tyler, you're gonna be this now, and Tyler's like, okay, and then goes
Yeah.
into that class, and it's a good time. What do you like to do? Have you
Sorry.
changed your subclass? Have you ever had a character that's changed their subclass?
an Avnia.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You watch grass grow now.
I do watch Grass
Yeah.
Grow now.
I have to, don't forget. At some
Grandpa
point-
died, and that boy watches grass grow.
Yeah. Before we do a stream, I want to make sure to pick your brain because I saw that Marion drew class switched
Issa.
Issa, and
Yes.
I want to draw class switched Farron.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
So someone put another class into the chat. I actually may have been Jack or someone. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I
I'll
think
steal
Jack
that.
did it,
So
yeah.
I want to draw Farron, but I want your input.
There was a point in I think Inconsistencies, so like a long time ago, where Colton went, I want to be a rogue now, so my character taught his character how to be a rogue.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool. Yeah, they were like learning how to stealth and stuff, and like
Yeah.
teaching each other thieves' cant. It was a
Grace
good
is doing
time.
a crazy thing right now in my Tuesday game.
Yeah.
Dagger is their character, and he's now 18th level, but he was 16th, and I think we've leveled. No, they were 15th, moved to 16th. He's 16th rogue, and just started taking wizard levels.
Oh wow.
Yeah, super cool.
That's cool.
Grace is phenomenal to play with.
Yeah.
She attaches to so. Grace makes me confident that I'm a decent storyteller because she takes notes. She
Yeah.
talks about stuff. She
I
has
was-
lore
dude,
that
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna
I
say
don't
that.
know if I've ever said that. She goes, no, you did. And here's the note that says that, and she attached to some part of the lore, and she's like, to hell with rogue. I'm being a wizard now. I'm like, you have 4 levels. 4. So on every level, I'm like, yo, you can just switch to whatever orientation of wizard and rogue you want. But Grace is, and Tyler did that the other day. I was like, what level am I in? I'm like, that's too much responsibility. You gotta figure that yourself. I don't know.
It's fun. You should do it.
You should do it.
I did do the one with Warlock, and I was like, you can have that one. It is crazy.
There's a lot of trust that
No,
they throw.
I mean in a game that you're playing in. You should take a.
What am I now, DM?
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's fun.
It's scary. But isn't it exciting?
Maybe for some future ones, but Witchlight I definitely want to have like absolute.
Oh yeah,
I'm super excited about my new Witchlight character, but
I'm doing
maybe
in a game that
maybe
you
in
might
a
play.
future game or something.
maybe it's something.
Because I have 2 class my multi-class characters. I let you pick, but I don't think I've ever done.
Just kind of whatever.
Just-
Well, we
do
talked about
whatever.
that ahead of time with Philip.
Yeah.
Like we had that ahead of time. So, what was I gonna say? Just to answer the question, I just want to answer the question. And just quickly say, I with the way that we play D&D, it's Emma.
Oh.
With the way that we normally play D&D is we sort of kind of put, at least when I DM, I like to put the narrative control in the player's hands sometimes, and then that's how I sort of. If they want to decide to do something, then go for it. And if ahead of time we talk about the fact that their class could change, that's something we talk about way ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
I also try to really know my players and their characters very well. I knew ahead of time Jordan was not going to stay a sorcerer during Evenfall, and I just know that because that's how Jordan plays.
Yeah.
And I just try to take. I just want to know because I'm just not. I think it's interesting. I think it's fun to think about it and like do it to maybe people you don't know very well. But it's just kind of weird if like one of my players is like, so I'm thinking about going into Paladin now, and I'm like, okay, well, we got to do an arc now for that, and it's like, well, I've already been working towards that. Like I've already been doing that, and if they've already been doing that, I just let them have it because that's what they've been working for, and I want to give. It's your level, it's your character. You do whatever the fuck you want.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Unless you want to play Simic Hybrid, then you can just eat my ass. Unless we're playing Ravnica. If we're playing in Ravnica,
Simic
then
hybrid
fine.
that has sonic powers.
If we're playing in Ravnica, then I don't give a shit. Not as long as you're not a mystic.
No, I'll be a mystic hybrid though.
No, I don't know about that one.
Oh, well.
I think I might have to cut your balls off for that one. That's gonna be one ball per character.
Here's some.
To be honest, I'm not.
Craig
really against
Craig was
that.
talking about piercing balls the other day.
I was.
Craig wants to pierce his.
I was.
Craig wants to pierce his.
Look, unfortunately, when you have people that are ride or die, sometimes the ball's got to go. That's just how it works out.
That's not what happened.
No,
we were
what
talking
Craig-
about they were
what
trying
Craig
to get me to get a
specifically
piercing,
said-
and I don't really want one. And Craig was like, "Just pierce your balls," and I was like, "I'll go right through the ball."
Yeah.
Like a cattle thing.
Go to Claire's.
Yeah, Claire's.
They got their little gun.
Some 64-year-old grandma's like, I'm in the chair, my balls are.
Her hands move like this.
Yeah.
No, it's a gun. It's a gun.
Yeah, it's a gun, dude.
Claire's.
She's out to my balls in her gat.
Yeah.
Grandma, you pulled up on my balls. Oh my god. All right, last question.
Oh.
I cast sleep on all of you. Make wisdom saves. Whoever it works on has to honk shoe. Okay, ready?
What? I have to what?